That's Professor Pato Tommy advocating for votes without PVC. Interesting. You want to find details of that report? You need to pick a copy of the Punch newspaper and reach out. And do not forget that you can be part of this conversation live on Facebook. Just go to Facebook, log on to Facebook, search us out with the handle at Omega 101.7 FM and be part of the conversation. Feel free to drop us your comments, your reactions, your submissions on any headline of interest in the comment section, and when the time comes, we take a look at them. Still on the Punch newspaper, Obi supporters protest, allege underage registration, vote buying plot. Obi supporters protest, allege underage registration, and vote buying plot. Still on the Punch newspaper, seek alternatives to strike. Buhari begs trade unions. Seek alternatives to strike. Buhari begs trade unions. Interesting. Federal government deploys soldiers, DSS in INEC offices nationwide. Federal government deploys soldiers, DSS in INEC offices nationwide. And then away from that, NMA's proposed medical test for politicians. That's Nigerian Medical Association proposed medical test for politicians. That may be laudable, actually. And then finally on the Punch newspaper, those delaying state police mischievous. Enugu Labour Party governorship candidate. Those delaying state police mischievous. Enugu Labour Party governorship candidate speaking there. And that's how far we can actually go with the Punch newspaper this morning. And then away from the Punch newspaper, let's take a look at the Sun newspaper. Expose underage dead persons, foreigners in voters register. INEC tax Nigerians. Expose underage dead persons, foreigners in voters register. INEC tax Nigerians. And then away from that, still on the Sun newspaper, Tinubu promises to revive ailing industries. Massive development in Southeast. Tinubu promises to revive ailing industries. Massive development in Southeast. Interesting. That's quite a huge promise there. And then finally on the Sun newspaper, 2023 polls. Army assures Nigerians of safety. 2023 polls. Army assures Nigerians of safety. And that's how far we can go with the Sun newspaper this morning. And away from the Sun newspaper, let's take a look at the New Telegraph. We arrested 19,341 drug offenders in 22 months, says NDLEA, Nigerian Drug and Law Enforcement Agency. We arrested 19,341 drug offenders in 22 months. That's quite huge a figure. Very, very huge a figure. 19,341 drug offenders arrested by NDLEA in 22 months. And then away from that, still on New Telegraph newspaper, development plans, Nigeria, big, complex, Sanwo-Olu speaking. Development plans, Nigeria, big, complex, Sanwo-Olu speaking. Interesting. Very, very interesting. And then what's the way forward? Then away from that, 2023, our dialogue with agitators promote industrialization. Tinubu speaking. The All Progressives Congress presidential candidate, Mr. Tinubu speaking there. Our dialogue with agitators promote industrialization. Tinubu speaking there. And then finally on the New Telegraph, Naira redesign. More governors under surveillance, says EFCC boss. Naira redesign. More governors under surveillance, says EFCC boss. And that's how far we can actually go on the New Telegraph this morning. And then away from that, let's take a look at the cable newspaper. Fayose, I don't see PDP winning Southwest. Southeast negotiating with Obi will be good. Fayose, I don't see PDP winning Southwest. Southeast negotiating with Obi will be good. Interesting. And then away from that, still on the cable newspaper, Buhari approves immediate removal of NYSC Director General over incompetence. Buhari approves immediate removal of NYSC DG over incompetence. Interesting. I am kneeling and begging. Obi asks Wike to support Labour Party for presidency. I am kneeling and begging Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate, asks Wike, the governor of Rivers State, to support Labour Party for presidency. Everyone is actually scouting for support and vote, unalloyed devotion and commitment to their party and their presidential candidate. Interesting. Let's see what will be the supposed outcome and reaction of the governor of Rivers State in respect to Obi's plea, Labour Party presidential candidate. And then away from that, Action Alliance accuses court of stalling disqualification case against Tinubu. Action Alliance accuses court of stalling disqualification case against Tinubu, the APC's presidential candidate. And then away from that, still on the cable newspaper, stashed funds. Number of governors on EFCC watch list has increased, says Bauer. Stashed funds. Number of governors on EFCC watch list has increased, says Bauer. Interesting. All claims will be addressed. INEC reacts to outrage over irregularities in voters' register. All claims will be addressed. INEC reacts to outrage over irregularities in voters' register. And then let's take one or two more on the cable newspaper. PDP will win 25 states. Host 2023 victory party in Asuro. That's coming from IU, the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party. PDP will win 25 states. Host 2023 victory party in Asuro. That's deeply hopeful. I wouldn't know what his confidence is, but let's keep going and see. 2023, the electors will decide who they want. And finally, on the cable newspaper, Inspector General of Police meets with INEC officials, politicians to discuss violence-free polls. Inspector General of Police meets with INEC officials, politicians to discuss violence-free polls. And that's how far we can actually go on the cable newspaper. Before we open up the phone lines, let's take a look at one more daily. Let's take a look at the Guardian newspaper. And on the Guardian, we'll take a few. Southwest has no business contesting for presidency, says Imashuagbon. Southwest has no business contesting for presidency, says Imashuagbon. Imashuagbon is a People's Democratic Party chieftain in Edo State. Kenneth Imashuagbon. Okay, and then away from that, Okowa's administration, a failure. Omo Agege declares as APC commences campaign. Okowa's administration, a failure. Omo Agege declares as APC commences campaign. Omo Agege is the governorship candidate of the APC party or of Delta State. I beg your pardon. Omo Agege is the APC's governorship candidate in Delta State. And then away from that, fear of cholera outbreak looms over open defecation in Lagos community. Fear of cholera outbreak looms over open defecation in Lagos community. And then finally, in the world of sports, Arsenal star Saka funds 120 life-changing surgeries for Nigerian kids. That's laudable. That's quite a huge one. Arsenal star Saka funds 120 life-changing surgeries for Nigerian kids. And that's how far we can actually go with that review this morning. Before we open up the phone lines, let's take a listen to the rules of engagement.
Do you want to be a part of the conversation? The rules of engagement as follows. Call 081 5101 7777 or 090 711 21017. Then state your name and location, headline of interest, and you have 2 minutes to make your submissions on the specified headline of interest. Please don't insult the sensibilities of the listener or other callers. EPR, Electronic Press Reviews, only on Omega 101.7 FM. My radio, your radio.
And yes, welcome back. That's how to be engaged. That's how to be a part of this conversation. Let me also quickly remind you that you can be part of this conversation live on Facebook. We are live on Facebook. For you to join us, log on to Facebook and search us out at Omega 101.7 FM and be a part of the conversation. And do not forget that you are not allowed to abuse the sensibility of other callers, and a maximum of 2 minutes is given for every caller. The numbers to call again are 0815 1017 777 or 0907 112 1017. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my humble speaker.
Very good morning to you, Pastor Kafo.
This program indeed I'm ready for more. Mr. Speaker, I want to react on that issue. Nigeria is a complex question.
Pastor Kafo, can you? Hello, Pastor Kafo.
Over the time.
Hello, Pastor Kafo.
I'm hearing you.
Please, can you turn down the volume of your radio set? We are having a hold-back.
But you're getting me correct now.
Yeah, okay, very well, very well.
Very good. It says, Nigeria big and complex. I have been up to saying all things and all. When some people, I don't like to reason like infancy. You know, infancy reason so more. Some people say, no, I don't get very people from Nigeria. We can't reach America. We can't cover America. We can't India, America. But those people will not tell us that there's a country called Germany, there's a country called Israel, there's a country called India. If they have a reason. Mr. Speaker, according to African mentality, Nigeria is so wide and large for an African man, African bread, to take control of the whole game. This way for Nigeria is for the interest of our colonial master, not for the interest of we all, for Christ's sake. Let us come together and discuss how we're going to run this country. This way, if British men want Nigeria, and not really anywhere, no matter who becomes the next president, this is I think the next president.
All right, thank you, Pastor Kafo, for being part of the conversation. The numbers to call again are 0815 1017 777 or 0907 112 1017. Or you can join us live on Facebook. We are live on Facebook. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. How is it? Good morning.
Very good morning to you, Akin Joe from Lily.
Yeah, this is what you do for me. President government that they deployed soldiers nationwide, and the Nigerian soldiers assuring Nigerian safety come 2023 election. Fine, it's good. So this election, we don't want to hear that any fraud is inside this election. We are begging Nigerians, let us help ourselves to make sure that we cast our votes and to make sure, Nigerian soldiers, for them to make sure that they save our life. Because so many people we are afraid. So many we are afraid coming out to vote this election because of this our brothers who are still defending. You see, now the head is working every day. But I don't know. If the federal government knows that they want to this election to happen in that city, please, we are begging the federal government. Let them to tamper justice with mercy or it's not the country.
It's all right, sir. It's all right. We actually did not read any report on. Okay, I have to let you go. I was trying to see how far and how fast you can connect your submission with any headline that we've read out, and I could not get that up until the time that I had to let you go. As a matter of fact, we need to understand that for you to be very apt, for you to be on point communicating your submission, your reaction in this program, you need to connect your reaction on a headline. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Very good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. My name is Joseph from our Eden.
All right, Mr. So welcome to the program.
I want to comment on the issue of deploying soldiers in Turkey for this presidential election that is coming on now. That is not a weapon. It's not a weapon development. Because I want to on ground on this party today. We have major challenge in the life of the individual, in the life of the market in this particular area. Now, federal government will go through that crisis and solve the crisis so that people will have peace. Now, they're not trying to say the people with the power of the military. It's not good. I want to use this video to call federal government. Let them sit back on one table and think. This government is not a government of the one family. It's a government of everybody. And you know what is called democracy. Why they not to support? It's not even. If I don't know what I will say, so I think it's not good and it cannot happen. It's the same life of the entire the God Almighty will be upon you and bless them. May God bless you in Jesus' name.
All right, thank you for your submission. I must confess, I actually found it hard to connect your points. Your dots were not really connecting for me. I don't know if I'm different, but that's just that. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. I still ask you for this. Please, if you don't understand the area I'm going, not I'm against. I'm not against. I compose myself before coming in. What I mean is that I want election to go perfectly normally in that city. So for them to deploy soldiers is not the issue. You see, deploying soldiers, at least some people will be afraid in deploying that soldiers. We are not fighting. So they have some certain security who are normally used in voting and putting schools in Nigeria. So for them to go to that election, why? People will be afraid. We are not fighting. So what I think is that the election to happen free and fair is happening.
All right.
So,
all right.
So no. I want everybody to join hands to make sure that we vote for people of our voice, which has fair.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you. I get your point now. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you for calling back. Actually, a caller is entitled to one call. I have to let you resubmit as it were your submission because I let you go the first time that you called. And you were able to connect your dots this time around. On Facebook, I have this reaction coming from Dr. Mrs. Imma Olibara from Owerri. In her words, the worst thing that can happen to a country is to have a government that doesn't care for the education of its citizens. The lawmakers that some of them are just, do I really get that statement clear? The lawmakers that some of them are just sleeping and having nothing to offer. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm getting the statement right, but I'll just read it. The lawmakers that some of them are just sleeping and having nothing to offer, that cannot make laws in the interest of the masses, keep collecting jumbo allowances and provocative remunerations. Being lecturers half salary is an insult and insensitive on the path of government, and it is not acceptable. May God help us to vote for the right candidates that will overhaul our educational system that is burning right now. All right, thank you, Dr. Mrs. Mole, for being part of the conversation on Facebook. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Very good morning to you, sir.
Yes, Captain from
All right, Captain, go ahead.
Yeah, so you do in that Toledo has no over the statement to make to be that he will not win in this forthcoming election. Please, I want to tell Toledo, last year we ran around, we helped in making him to become the governor of Anambra State today. And you said something against P2P, which is not good, that many people, even across Indigo, is saying that what we said is not good. And since then, we have not shown any remorse make sure that you turn your statement and make people feel happy. You know, you are only one man in Anambra and you have only one foot. So as we believe that even if it's not to vote for P2B, others will vote. Anambra people is with P2B.
You may not be too sure of that, you know.
Huh?
You may not be too sure of that Anambra people are with P2B.
I'm telling you, P2B did well when he was the governor of this state, and I believe that when he become a president, he will do more than what he did during his governorship.
All right, sir. Thank you.
So should turn his statement to good.
All right. Thank you, Captain from Ufuma, for being part of the conversation. And I will join you over to my Facebook quickly to take this message coming from Kenechi Okoye. She says, good morning, Arenze. Saludo, not regretting anti-Obi statements. Saludos A. Okay, coming from Saludos A. Saludo is just jealous that Obi is more popular than he is. I thought we voted a professor, not knowing we voted a jealous professor. Okay, that's your reaction, Kenechi. All right, good morning. Hello. Hello. All right. Feel free to call us back. I am still on Facebook. I have this message on Facebook coming from Wachku Kennedy Chinedu, voice of NBC. Says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Wike pledging logistics support for P2B is totally acceptable, commendable, and most welcome. I'm urging him to back it with action and not only on media. In the media space, because action speaks louder than voice. I'm also urging everyone, most especially Southeast leaders, to follow suit by supporting P2B too, so that we can get it right come 2023. Thank you, Nwachuku, for being part of that program on Facebook. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Very good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Hello. Only from OKTT.
Okay, now.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Yeah. About. Hello?
Your line is quite breaking. I can hear you now.
I'm talking about the hunger in Nigeria.
Okay.
Over 4 of Nigerians are suffering from hunger.
3 out of 4.
I'm asking the federal government what have they to make Nigeria feel good. That's our question. Thank you, both.
All right, thank you for being part of the conversation all the way from Okija. Okay, and a quick journey again over to my Facebook. This one coming from Okoye Calvin. Says, good morning, Arinze. Africa is equal to the task. Africans should try all means to stop the effects of climate change. The army assures Nigerians of security during 2023 elections. Please let it not be a promise made to a girl on top of the bed. That analogy is quite okay. I support Fayoshi. PDP and APC shouldn't be allowed to continue in power. Tinubu will negotiate with agitators. I laugh in Latin. Thank you, Koye Kelvin, for being part of the conversation. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Arinze.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yes.
Mr. Acheba. Wow, Mr. Uche. All right.
Yes, this morning, before I make my submission, I acknowledge Engineer Domu Kapo and Honorable Anayo Obaleke from 2023 for the post they are aspiring for.
All right.
Well, my topic this morning is on P2B leading and taking Wike for his support. I think you read something like that.
Yes, you're right.
Yes. So, I am very happy to hear that, not because it was P2B versus Wike, but can you see that our politicians are being humble? What is bringing us this humility? The Electoral Act of 2020. It has introduced a lot of radical changes that has made this idea of rigging elections impossible. Before, I don't see some of these, assuming presumptions politicians being so humble as to enable anybody to take, because they were relying on their, rigging making mechanism to get themselves into power. And these days, a politician knows that he must have to tell himself that is his confidence, what he's done before, his competence, his capability, and ingredients to others for him to be voted in. So I love the way our democracy is developing. Yes, politicians be humble. But when you get this office, please perform. It is that your performance that will see you through in your next aspiration. This is my message to you, Nigerians, this morning. God bless Omega FM. God bless Arise and promote you.
Amen.
God bless. Yes.
Amen. All right, thank you, Mr. Uchezenia, all the way from Moga. Thank you for always being part of the conversation. And on Facebook, I have Owen Pascal. Everyone, we got your message. You are appreciating us, and Omega FM. You love what we are doing. Thank you for being part of the Facebook family on this program. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my dear Ali.
Very good morning to you, sir. All right, go ahead, sir.
I would have said that somebody has paid my mind. This is Matthew Cap from Olo. But I want to say something to proceed with. You know, when that man Matthew Cap was sick, I expect people to enlighten him. You know why we still talking about we also giving us politics of security, political election? It's because we talk on how to conduct elections. If we say that election is not our mind, see, these people would have continued giving us a process of securing security for election. Why did these people give us a period date for election, which is what we need? Why are they busy giving a process on how to conduct a critical election, how to protect annex officials? I don't know, it is we, the masses that are supporting them, to be giving process. Because if we are not talking about the election, then we don't be giving us the election. Why do they give us the exposure as a protect us? Are we in the war? Election supposed to be something that people will conduct with their heart, not by force.
Do you think that there is no need to have security operatives around the environment when votes are being casted? Should there be cases of violence and disruption in the process?
If there is no need for soldiers to come in, because there's no peace. Why not address the
Absolutely.
peace? Why not
Absolutely.
talk about peace? We are talking about forcing people to do election.
All right. Our time is quite out. All right, thank you for being. Sorry, I have to let you go. Our time is very, very fast spent. I have 1 minute to leave. It's already 7:40, and I've not taken the messages. You need to permit me to go over to my phone and take messages. Still be a part of our conversation by 9 o'clock when I'll make a return for grassroots governance. We'll have ample time to discuss further on issues that people. But I'll be right back for governance quickly. I don't know. I may not be able to take our messages, but let me see if I can. Maybe in a few seconds, take a few, and then. All right, a very quick one on my SMSs. Let me see this one. We most don't like the truth. Saludo is right in his opinion. Let people's opinion be. All right, JS Wosu Akoma from Oru East local government. All right, thank you for being part of the program. My greetings goes to. Okay, this is not mine. This is not also mine. All right. Good morning, Mr. Arinze Chuku. CBN instructing banks to work on Saturdays is in the right direction, but will they be ready to monitor it? Why up? Okay, the message did not come in complete. Okay, sincerely, I think I've done my part. The messages did not come in complete, and I cannot take them. And when we come for grassroots governance, we may be able to take a look at some of the messages if they are connected with the issue we are coming on board with by 9 o'clock for grassroots governance. But before then, Mona will take over by 8 o'clock for the Mega Morning Sports Show, and you need to be part of that. If you are my sports lover, Mega Morning Sports Show. Yes, if you're a sports lover, join Mona as he takes us around, within, in and out of this world, the sporting arena, and everything that has been happening in the world of sports, bringing us updates and information of things that has been, things that will be, things that are already. My name is Adin Zechuku. Do keep the dialogue on Omega 101.7 FM.